Good morning. Today is December 17th, 2015. I wanted to do something a little bit different today. This has been a very interesting book that I have, and I want to share a little bit of it. It is called The Pocket Thich Nhat Hanh. I got it at Kohl's, but he is a Buddhist monk, and he's very, very, very good at giving some really good advice and, sharings. So I want to share this one. This one is called Wrong Perceptions. A man once had to leave home for a long time. Before he left, his wife got pregnant, but he didn't know it. When he returned, his wife had given birth to a child. He suspected that the little boy was not his and believed that he was the son of a neighbor who used to come and work for the family. He looked at the little boy with suspicion. He hated him. He saw the neighbor's face and the little boy's face. Then one day the man's brother came to visit for a first time. When he saw the little boy, he said to the father, "He looks just like you. He's your exact duplicate." The brother's visit was a happy event because it helped the father to get rid of his wrong perception. But the wrong perception had controlled this man's life for 12 years. It made the father suffer deeply. It made his wife suffer deeply. And of course, the little boy suffered from the kind of hatred. We act on the basis of wrong perceptions all the time. We should not be sure of any perception we have. When you look at the beautiful sunset, you may be quite sure that you are seeing the sun as it is in that moment, but a scientist will tell you that the image of the sun that you see is the image of the sun from 8 minutes ago. Sunlight takes 8 minutes to reach the earth from such a long distance. Also, when you see a star, you think that the star is there, but the star may have disappeared already 1, 2, or 10,000 years before. We have to be very careful with our perceptions, otherwise we will suffer. It is very helpful to write on a piece of paper, "Are you sure?" and hang it up in your room. In medical clinics and hospitals, they are beginning to hang up these kinds of signs. Even if you are sure, check again. It is a caution that if a disease is not detected early, then it will be difficult to heal. The medical doctors are not thinking in terms of mental formations. They are thinking in terms of hidden disease. But we can also make use of this slogan, "Even if you're sure, check again." We have made ourselves suffer. We made a hell for ourselves, for our beloved ones, because of our perceptions. Are you sure of your perception? There are people who suffer from a wrong perception for 10 or 20 years. They are sure the other person has betrayed them or hates them, even though the other person has betrayed only good intentions. The person who is the victim of the wrong perception makes himself and the people around him suffer a lot. When you are angry and you suffer, please go back and inspect very deeply the content, the nature of your perceptions. If you are capable of removing the wrong perception, peace and happiness will be restored in you, and you will be able to love the other person again. So I know this hits home for me. Does it hit home for any of you? Again, that's from The Pocket Thich Nhat Hanh, the Buddhist monk. And now we're going to do our little oracle reading today with the cards that I created called Within the Eye. And let's see what we come up with today. Pick a card. All right. Sorry. The duck. Duck reminds us to let unkind words and gestures roll off us like water on ducks' backs. The new opportunity may be offered soon. Be sure to act quickly so your new ideas can take flight. On the flip side, you may be feeling like a sitting duck and are being set up for the kill. The anchor symbolizes the feeling of sinking to the bottom and not having enough air. The blue vibrations urge to take time for quiet contemplation. Don't be rushed. So it kind of fits in with what we were talking about, your perceptions, but just what you're hearing. You really don't know exactly what that other person is feeling or where these words may have come from or these gestures come from. So let them roll off you like water off a duck's back. All right? Have a great day, everyone.